It will look like Huawei Mate 40 Pro. The smartphone will receive a screen waterfall like the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. High quality renderings of the flagship camera phone. Huawei Mate 40 Pro appeared on the network, which will be announced only in October this year. The model was created on the basis of leaks and patent images that have already appeared on the network. Presumably, the smartphone will receive a screen waterfall, the edges of which will be bent directly onto the case, like the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. The front camera will be dual. It will be embedded directly into the active area of the screen in the upper left corner. A fingerprint scanner will be embedded under the surface of the screen. Although not all users like sub-screen fingerprint scanner, they are gradually pushing out sensors from the market, which are located on the back and side panels of the smartphones. The main camera will be made in a round block like its predecessor, only this time there will be 5 image sensors. It can be assumed that Huawei will not get up to 108 megapixels or higher this year. Huawei, Honor and Sony believe that 100 image sensors are not the right choice for smartphones, at least for now. Huawei Mate 40 Pro will be built on the basis of the latest single-chip system Kirin, which will surpass the Kirin 990 in speed and energy efficiency, and the SoC Kirin 990 5G modem connectivity. As Huawei P40 Pro smartphones, a further increase in charging speed, including wireless, is also expected. According to another source, the Huawei Mate 40 Pro will have an incredible design with anti-bang lit up. Wait until the announcement of new smartphones of the Huawei Mate series for another 6 months. The network has published another interesting rendering, showing the possible design of the future new Huawei smartphone Huawei Mate 40 Pro. The well-known resource Slashleaks, specializing in various kind of leaks, drew attention to conceptual renders. According to the description, the images are just invented by a crazy fan but are based on Huawei's patents and sketchy illustrations from there. The renders show 2 color variations of a smartphone with an unusual design. The device uses the so-called anti-bang. The front camera is placed in a block above the screen and not in the neckline. Also noticeably changed the main camera unit on the rear panel. However, it seemed rather improbable that Huawei will switch in its flagships to such a controversial form factor with an extra protrusion of the case. By that time, the smartphone will not have Google services and should receive an already honed version of Harmony OS and a set of Huawei services. The official debut of the Huawei Mate 40 series of smartphones can be expected in the fall of 2020. That's it for now. For more updates, please subscribe to our channel Science and Knowledge. Until the next video, take care yourself very well. Peace out.